Sci-Fi Dine-in theatre and restaurant. Out of this world, or just another Hollywood flop? Studios, that is. Hey, welcome to Planet Mark, and today on the only YouTube series which is going around the whole of Walt Disney World and reviewing each in-depth restaurant, it's the Sci-Fi Dine-in, which is in the firing line. So go grab your tin hats and alien-proof underwear, and let's get ready to beam me up, Scotty. If you're planning on booking a Disney vacation, make sure you check out our Orlando Essentials in the description box below. They are super cheap and super essential. But before you do, make sure you subscribe to Planet Mark and hit that bell notification to be told of the next great upload. And if you want to be featured in the next video, then make sure you stick around till the end where I'll tell you how you can do that. But back to today. We're going to be looking at the atmosphere, cost, food quality, what's on the menu, and giving it our overall rating. But before we do, let's take a quick look back at the history of the Sci-Fi Dine. Opening April 20th, 1991, this was one of 20 attractions to be opened in Walt Disney World to celebrate its 20th anniversary. It was opened essentially to expand upon the 50s prime time, one of our other previous restaurants that we have reviewed in this series. But it's because of the success of that Sci-Fi actually opened. It was still looking at the past, looking at the whole all-immersive experience, which Primetime was known for, but taking it a completely different direction, and arguably a much better direction. However, one bad thing to actually come off it's a huge success, because it was very successful, and it's still very successful, but that's the reason why we only have 4 table service restaurants in Hollywood Studios, or MGM. I'm going to call it MGM because that's what it is to me. It'll always be MGM. Like this video if you agree. But they did actually have quite a few more like character experiences. For example, they had one of Minnie Mouse over at Hollywood and Vine. They had to close that because it couldn't compete with Sci-Fi because it was so popular. So in a sense, you know, it is popularity, it is a good thing, it is a good restaurant, but it has kind of taken away from some of the other table service restaurants, which, you know, used to be abundant with table service restaurants, but now there's very limited. Lunch starts at 11 AM and closes at 3:55 PM, and dinner is 4 PM till 9:30 PM. Now let's take a look at the cost. Disney classifies this as a $2 restaurant, so guests are expected to pay anywhere between $15 and $35 per person per meal. However, just taking a look at the menu, you're probably going to be looking at more like the very, very close to being $35. Now let's take a look at the atmosphere. Obviously this is 50s drive-in experience theming. As soon as you get in, so the waiting room, the first thing you're going to notice is all the retro, radical theming with the 50s old school movie posters, and it kind of makes you feel like you're in a box office about to buy your movie tickets while you're actually waiting for your reservations to be ready. When your reservations are ready, you go through the lobby and like hallways, which are designed to make you feel like you're actually in the backstage of a filming set of like a movie theatre, complete with props of eyeballs in jars and rocket packs, and even signs and doors saying filming in progress. So after a nosy on in the lobby, you finally get to the dining room, the main area. And the first thing that you're going to notice is the cars. Yes, all the tables are kind of in cars. You can eat on a table which is in a car whilst watching a movie. How fun is that? However, just in case you're wondering, there are picnic tables nearer the back for guests with additional needs or children that still need high chairs. However, there is one big con. Although they're trying to make this big ambience of like it being all nighttime, like the night sky, which they do so fantastically well, it does mean that they have low lighting, so at times it's hard to eat your food, read the menus, and it's definitely not suitable for guests which are afraid of the dark. all those wusses which aren't afraid of the So whilst you're watching, you'll be watching like a reel of clips from old time 50s movies. You know, the old cheesy ones and like the adverts. Normally I don't really like adverts, as like most of us, we all hate adverts no matter what. Adverts are just universally hated, but old school, just really seeing how adverts have changed. I kind of think that is interesting.
Is this you, a loser and women don't find you attractive?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got the thing for you. It's Planet Mark's 99% whiskey. You're gonna get money, friends, and loads of women.
I feel great and got lots of money now.
$90, 99% Tennessee whiskey. There's no negative effects that we know of.
And the best thing as well, Disney actually shows up. Walt Disney himself is in one of the clips, and the fun doesn't stop there, because even when you get your bill, it says parking violation on it. So, and it's like you're being charged for parking illegally, which is just you wouldn't even thought of that. You thought, okay, well, that ends. The bill was pretty serious, but no, they always have the jokes ready, Disney. Okay, now let's take a look at the food. The food here is classic American, and it does it really well. One drawback, however, is there is a limited menu, or a fairly limited menu. I mean, there's a lot of burgers on the menu, which, note, I'm only saying that that's the drawback for people which don't like burgers. Planet Mark loves the burgers. The drinks menu is really fun. They have light-hearted cocktails, and even an alcoholic Oreo milkshake with a free glow stick. Woo! A glow stick kind of like thingy, so again, if you're afraid of the dark, or you'll need help reading the menu because it's so dark, then get one of these glow stickies. Let's take a look at the menu. It's the same for both lunch and dinner. One note, however, is the appetizers aren't particularly big and they are fairly expensive, but the mains are a good sized portion. So personally, we'd probably just get a main and dessert, but that's just us. That's, you know, just the kind of thing that we do. But let's take a look at what's on the menu, however. So let's start with appetizers. There's their appetizer samplers, which include boneless buffalo-style chicken, shrimp and crab fondue, and house-made tortilla chips with fried dill pickles. Just so you know, that is $20, but it is, you know, it is big and you do get a fair bit for it. If you want to just order one of those samples, they are obviously on the menu. What else is on the appetizing menu is wedge salad and onion rings. The rest of these, however, are about $9. So remember, that's what we were saying earlier about the cost. It is you're going to be pushing more towards that $35 mark as opposed to that $15 mark. Let's take a look at the mains. You've got the drive-in barbecue burger, New York shrimp steak, tofu lettuce wrap, now that is vegan friendly, buffalo chicken salad, smoked prime rib sandwich, pan-seared shrimp pasta, oven roasted turkey sandwich, classic American burger, not entirely sure what makes it American other than it's a burger, vegetarian falafel burger, or the seasonal burger, the barbecue platter, or the very delicious sounding beef and blue cheeseburger. So like I said before, a lot of burgers, which I likes. So finally the desserts. There's the house-made Sci-Fi candy bar, which consists of a cookie and cream mousse with a chocolate ganache with chocolate sauce, fresh fruit salad, s'mores brownie and ice cream, lemon cheesecake with blueberry compote, and hot fudge sundae. So character dining experience. There is no character dining experience at this restaurant, but I really don't think that they Star Wars themed character dining, or even a Lilo and Stitch, you know, kind of like aliens, that kind of stuff. They might promote something with Toy Story with like the aliens coming in. That would be a cool move. However, just looking like I wrote this script just before like doing really any research on it, and I have just looked this second, and yes, they are doing for a limited time only a Star Wars character meal plan at Hollywood and Vine and Sci-Fi Dine. I guessed it, guys. See, I should be marketing for Disney. Shameless promotion, shameless promotion. Hire me if you need a job. So what's our budget? As you know by now, a rating system. We're going to take the atmosphere, the cost, the food quality, what's on the menu, and the character dining experience. Well, not really the character dining experience on this one, but anyway, just like the whole atmosphere then. We're going to put all of that in one big bowl and we're going to mix it all together and give you what our verdict is using our own rating system. And I'm going to put this one in. Do multiple times. Why, you might ask? Because it's a great restaurant. Just the atmosphere alone is an essential. It's such a cool idea. Some of the tables in the car, it's just such a cool idea. I know that there's like some American diners which do a similar thing, but being British, you obviously don't have that kind of thing over here. But so it's a nice change for me, and Disney really goes all out, especially playing like the movies and like the old school kind of clips. It's just a nice added touch. It's effectively like what you'd get on a quick service counter, but a lot better, like the premium, kind of like the god of quick service restaurants, which we all love quick service restaurants. Well, I certainly love Disney quick service restaurants, that's why I mostly go to them, but this is kind of like that premium. If you want something better than quick service, but the same kind of thing, then this is where you want to go. And for table service, I know if we were on the table service menu, we'd be eating here pretty much every time we come to Hollywood Studios, MGM Studios, that's what I meant, sorry. So that's why we're going to put it in do multiple times, because it's just, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing you can really fault in it. There's something which wouldn't keep you want to come back for more. However, that is just my opinion. What's your opinion? I want to know in the comments section below. But before you do, make sure you check out our essential, super cheap Orlando Disney vacation itinerary in the links in the description below. Subscribe to Planet Mark and hit that bell notification to be told of the next great upload. And if you want to be featured in one of our restaurant reviews, all you have to do is tell me in the comments which restaurant we should review next. And yep, you'll get a shout out and even a little joke thrown in for free. Remember to like and share this video. Follow us on Twitter at PlanetMarkVlog or Facebook.com/PlanetMarkVlog or Instagram at Disney.Dreamer_UK. See you in the next one, guys. Bye 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 bye.